Hi, I'm Hans. This is our office dog Stacy, and today we're talking about pre-existing conditions. What are they and why do they matter? If you've ever looked into getting pet insurance, you'll have seen these words mentioned quite a lot: pre-existing conditions. And what you'll usually see written next to pre-existing conditions is some wording saying they're not covered. But as we're about to find out, it's not always quite as simple as that. So firstly, what actually are pre-existing conditions? Put simply, a pre-existing condition is something your pet had or showed symptoms of before you took out your pet insurance policy. So let's say you have a dog and she starts limping, you take her to the vet and it turns out she's suffering from intervertebral disc disease, or IVDD for short. This is a fairly common condition in older dogs. What you can't then do is take out a pet insurance policy and expect the insurance company to cover your dog for IVDD, because both you and your vet knew your dog had this condition before you got the insurance. I've seen plenty of people on social media complaining that it's not fair, insurance companies don't cover pre-existing conditions. But at the end of the day, if everyone waited until their pet got sick before taking out a pet insurance policy, pet insurance companies would all go out of business in about 20 minutes. But don't worry, all is not lost. Some pet insurance providers have tried to think of ways around pre-existing conditions to help consumers. So if your pet has a pre-existing condition, you may still be able to take out a policy for them. So how have pet insurance companies tried to address pre-existing conditions? Well, some providers say that if your pet has a curable pre-existing condition and they've managed to stay symptom-free from it for a certain length of time, you could get coverage. Okay, so take Embrace for example. If your pet has a curable pre-existing condition and remains symptom-free and treatment-free from that condition for 12 months, Embrace will then consider that condition cured and will therefore cover that condition if it returns. And even if your pet has an incurable pre-existing condition, Embrace will still cover them for other health issues that don't relate to it. Spot Pet Insurance offers exactly the same thing, but their solution is even better, because with Spot, if your pet stays symptom and treatment free from their curable pre-existing condition for 180 days, which is basically 6 months, then after that time the condition won't be considered pre-existing. So what about the other providers? Well, like Spot, ASPCA and Pumpkin will cover pre-existing conditions if your pet's been symptom and treatment free for 180 days. Pets Best are another that will cover them after 180 days if your pet's been symptom and treatment free, but that doesn't include knee and ligament conditions, something to bear in mind there. Lemonade will consider covering a pre-existing condition if it's been cured after 12 months, although it depends on which state you're in, while Figo say they might cover a condition that's considered curable, but you have to contact their customer experience team. So the general rule basically is that pre-existing conditions aren't covered by pet insurance. The only way to make sure a condition is covered is to get your dog or cat insured while they're young. That way you'll be covered for anything.